524, Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. I know. I get very emotional, when my team loses. And when San Diego State lost on Saturday night against Boise State, they didn't just lose. They got blown up, And for me, I love the positive attitude of Aztec fans saying, hey, we can still do this. I mean, I was even looking at some of the tiebreaker situations today, like what happens if San Diego State were to run the table, what happens with University of South Florida, what happens with University of Central Florida, teams that seem to be leading the way towards one of these big-time bowl games from a non-Power 5 conference. So for me, I get really emotional because, Billy Ray, I'm looking for the ultimate season from San Diego State. And the fact that they had already beaten Stanford and Arizona State told me this could be the year.
Absolutely. And that's why a lot of people are feeling that same disappointment.
Yeah. Well, I wonder how they're going to get over it. And we were talking to Ron Smith yesterday, the cornerback. Let's talk to Christian Chapman, the kid from Carlsbad, the starting quarterback, who's back on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090. Hey, Christian.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great, buddy. Hey, I hear you're going from this conversation right into treatment, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's bugging you after all the hits you took this past Saturday night?
Just some soreness, some body soreness, some bumps and bruises. We're just going in there, ice up the body, just trying to get me 100% before this weekend.
What percent would you say you are today on Wednesday?
I'm feeling a lot better. I'm probably about 80, 90%.
Okay, good to hear.
Yeah.
In your opinion, from the front row where you stood under center, what went wrong along the offensive line? I'm not asking you to call out linemen. I'm just saying what went wrong for this offense.
I just think we weren't getting a hat on a hat. We were just missing some blocks. We were coming down. We weren't seeing everything. We weren't having the vision to see the whole field and exactly what they were bringing. And you got to give Boise credit. They had a good scheme. They were bringing some stuff that our young guys haven't seen before. So, I think this week it's a learning. We learned from what happened, and we expect Fresno to kind of bring the same thing because it kind of worked. So we're expecting some things, but, just got to keep learning and just keep getting better every week.
Are you saying that they were disguising the pressure and the defensive scheme that they were putting on the field against you guys?
Yeah, a couple disguises, and then just a couple they're just winning, straight up being more physical than us. They out physical to us pretty much all game, and they were just getting to me, and just bringing those up front guys and playing coverage with the rest, and it was helping them, and I just seen they were able to get some pressure on me.
Rashad Penny had 21 carries for 62 yards. And there was a time in the game, and I would say it was probably midpoint of the third quarter. I looked at the scoreboard, and they had the stats. At that point, San Diego State had rushed for 22 yards in the game. What was the issue in the running part of the game?
They were just coming downhill. They were stopping our runs. I mean, running is what we do, so they expected it to come, and then they were just able to stop it when it came. And then by the time we were into the third quarter, we knew we'd have to throw a little bit more, so couldn't pretty much keep to the running game as much because they were able to stop it all game. And then we were able to throw a deep ball. Fred got a deep ball, and we just trying to open it up a little bit more, but it was already too late at that point.
Talking to Christian Chapman, the quarterback at San Diego State, do you feel like you have enough games under your belt, wins under your belt, enough credibility with your coaching staff that you could say to your offensive coordinator, Coach, listen, we're one-dimensional. If they shut us down, they're challenging me to win the game throwing, and you guys haven't given me enough opportunity. Let's add more to the passing game. Do you feel like you can have that conversation, or maybe you are?
I think I've been mature enough, and I'm so experienced now at this point that I can go to them and tell them what's on my mind and be kind of like a coaching type person and let them know. But I think that's where we're headed. I know that's where we're headed. We have so many weapons, so many things we can do, and we called actually over 40 pass plays last game, but some of those didn't get out. I had 27 attempts. I mean, I threw for the most yards I did all year. The potential to throw for this offense is there. Like we can throw the ball. We know that, but just having the run game and the pass game throw both on at the same time, our offense will be explosive.
Right, but that's just it. It's like when the run game doesn't work, when Boise State pretty much shut down the run game, what they're saying is if we can shut down the run, we can force this quarterback to beat us. And we don't think he can. By the way, remember when you were a kid and they said that about Drew Brees? I mean, this is what defenses do. I thought the pass you made early in the third quarter to the receiver Trevelyan, am I pronouncing his name correctly?
Correct. Yep.
89-yarder. I mean, that was it goes to show you that there are explosive players on this offense that can stretch the field, that can really make this a much more two-dimensional offense than just one. Don't you think?
Yeah, I agree, and that's something we wanted to do since day one. We have the weapons, and we want to stretch the field. And now that we finally saw we can do it and see the capability we have as an offense, if both things we're good at on point, our running game and pass game, then we can be dangerous, man. I just want to get these things clicking. We took a loss, but we just got to bounce back this week and get back on track.
And how do you get them clicking?
I mean, I think they know now what's at stake, and losing. It always sucks to lose, but I think it kind of put everyone in check and see the perspective that we're at and what we're capable of doing and what's at stake now. The goal is still there. We're still trying to win a championship, but we can't have another slip up like we did. We didn't play like we did. We know that, and we disappointed a lot of people, disappointed ourselves. But we just got to bounce back this week. We can't look back in the past. We just got to keep this thing and look straight ahead.
All right, we're talking to Christian Chapman, the quarterback at San Diego State this past week against Boise State. He was 12 of 27, 240 yards with a touchdown, a long of 89. He was sacked 4 times. But I don't know how many times you were hit in that game. I'm sure you went back and watched the film, and watching it, I'm guessing everyone probably hurt. Dude, I don't know that I've ever seen you get hit that many times. How bad was it?
They were just getting me. Sometimes, I think I could have done something a little different and helped myself a little bit from getting sacked or from getting a little bit of pressure. But, like I said, you have to tip your hats off to boys. They were bringing some stuff, and it was hard with a lot of pressure, but I just be able to make plays. And if the pocket collapses, I just scramble drill, get out of the pocket, and try to make a play, or at least get back to the line of scrimmage. I can't take as many sacks as I did, and try to keep us from negative yardage plays.
Yeah, but you tried to make a play early in the game when you guys were already down 7-0, having given up a punt return. Tell us about what you were doing or what your goal was when you wound up trying to pitch the ball. It goes as a fumble. It's picked up, scooped up, and taken to the house, and all of a sudden you guys are down 14-0. What happened on that play? What were you trying to do?
I was trying to do too much. Looking outfield, had some pressure, got wrapped up, and when I was getting tackled, I just saw Juwan. He's my check down. I just tried to give him the ball, doing too much, and just kind of went over his head. And, that's a play that's going to eat at me for a while because it put us down 14-0, so down pretty deep. And, we haven't been in a situation like that, so I knew it hurt us a lot. And, I just can't be making those mistakes. I haven't made really a mistake like that all year.
Yeah.
And that was the first big one, and it cost us big.
Yeah, and the truth of the matter is at 14-0, you guys still had a chance to take it to 14-7. I don't remember who, but you hit a tight end going across the middle right in the hands. It looked like he would have gone in for an easy touchdown. That game's 14-7 at that point. Instead, he drops that pass. They wind up turning around and scoring a touchdown, putting you in an even deeper hole. And just nothing seemed to go your way.
Yeah, just missed opportunities, bad execution. We had it. Just made mistakes, and that's not us. First half was awful by the offense. We played terrible. We know that, and we just dug ourselves a hole and trying to get ourselves out of it in the second half. But if we don't make those mistakes, we know it's 3 or 4 plays that ball game's a lot closer. And that's football though, so just can't be making those mistakes coming in the future. All
right, well, you're doing a great job as the quarterback of your team and as the leader of your program, stepping up big here in the middle of the week and taking a lot of shots and coming up with a lot of really interesting answers. Christian Chapman, the quarterback at San Diego State. So, dude, okay, turn the page. Tell us about Fresno State. We all can see their record. We can see they're leading the division in the conference. But what are they all about?
They're good. They came onto the scene, and on defense, they're tough, physical. They shut out a New Mexico team that's been really good and been able to run the ball. I think Fresno's top in the nation is stopping the run game. That's something, of course, every team playing us now, their philosophy is going to be stop the run. So we got another big test this week. It's a big game. They're leading our side, and if we want to be in the championship game, it's a must-win game, and, it's huge.
Every week that Rocky comes on, he refers to me as his partner. Did you know that?
No, I did not know.
Yeah, so he doesn't call me, like Scott or He doesn't look at me as a member of the media. He
No.
looks at me as a partner.
50-50.
That's
Right.
nice.
And I'm going to suggest to my partner this week, and I wonder what your opinion will be, if Fresno is as good as you say at stopping the run, and they watched the Boise film, and they saw the success Boise had, I say we come out first play and go deep. What do you think?
I like that idea. That's something I've been actually trying to push a little bit. Just go straight up first play. Let's throw the ball deep. Let's get them backed up. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's play action pass off first down. Everybody expects Penny's getting the ball.
No question.
Play action pass off first down. Send that Trevelyan guy deep. Hit him. And let's get a lead here. Let's get some momentum and some energy. Because, the truth is, unfortunately, and I wonder how you saw it. I mean, dude, there were 49,000 people there the other night. And they were taken out of the game early. We got to get this crowd into the game.
Exactly. I just hope Fresno's not listening so we could actually pull something like that off first play. So.
That's right, Scott. You just exposed everybody.
I don't know.
That was supposed to be done in secret.
I mean, we are probably being, we probably are being heard up in Fresno. I had a guy send me a text yesterday. He shot a video of his radio. He was in, I don't remember what part of the state of California. He was 430 miles north of here.
A video
And
of his radio.
Still getting?
He was showing me that 1090 was coming in crystal clear, 430 miles north here of San Diego. So who knows if the Fresno guys are listening. So defensively, they're good against the run. What do you got against the pass?
They like to play man. They like the one-on-one coverage, and that's something we need to expose. We got the athletes to beat them one-on-one. So we're just going to have to use them. We got to use our tall receivers. We got to use our experienced guys like Micah, and we got to beat them deep with our boy Fred. So we have the weapons. We got big tight ends. This is for the pass game. I think this is a great matchup for us. So I hope we open it up this game.
We just have to protect, right? Got to protect the quarterback.
Yes, sir.
Christian Chapman, the quarterback at San Diego State, unfortunately fell this past weekend against Boise State, but they've got Fresno, the number one team in their division of the conference. Win this game, and everything is like back on track. Yep. Lose this game, and dude, oh man, this season, which has so much promise with the big early wins, will fall apart. Dude, you guys got to get back on track.
Yep, that's something we really need to do. We can't look past anybody at this point, and every week in and out, we got to bring our A game.
All right, dude, last thing. You ready? Your Carlsbad Lancers this Friday night against my Torrey Pines Falcons.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Dude, big grudge match, kid.
Yeah.
What do you think?
They're both good teams. I think, didn't Torrey Pines just win, too?
Torrey beat Oceanside last week, and the week before they beat San Marcos. Last week, San Marcos beat up on Carlsbad, so.
It's going to be a good game. Don't count my Lancers out. It's going to be a fight. So,
isn't there a kid?
I'm excited.
Isn't there a kid on the Carlsbad team that's committed to San Diego State?
Yeah, one of our linemen's little brother. He's committed here.
Tight end, I think, or defensive end, right?
Yeah.
You know the kid's name?
Cameron Thomas.
Okay, and his brother already plays at San Diego State?
Yeah, he's a lineman. His name's Zach Thomas.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Well, hey, man, listen, thanks for being available to us today. Get that treatment, get that body right, and we'll see you Saturday night down at Qualcomm, or the stadium formerly known as Qualcomm.
Right.
Yes, sir.
All right, Christian. Thanks,
All right,
buddy.
guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Christian Chapman.
So polite.
What a kid.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
But you got to be. You got to be the leader of your team. You got to come on the radio. You got to answer the questions.
The tough questions.
I think he did a good job.
He did a great
and
job.
Now he's got to turn it around. Get back out on the field and
Do you
win
think
a
they'll
game.
do what you suggested?
I think the smartest thing for Rocky Long's offense to do, especially against a good run defense, is to come out firing. Throw deep. I mean, first play, throw a bomb. And if they complete it, great. If they don't, maybe they get a pass interference penalty. And even if they don't get that, it makes the Fresno guys go, what are they doing?
What's happening?
Yeah. You
It's not
took
what
a
we
shot.
expected. Right.
I would like to see them pass the first 10 plays of the game.
10.
No, I'm being serious. Like, I would script it out. And I'd say, we throw the ball, and we'll keep throwing it until they stop it, and then we'll come back and hit them with the run. But we want them on their heels because they're not
Right
expecting
out of the
it.
gate.
Are you coming out in a spread formation, or are you going to come out in a regular formation?
You know, Billy Rad, come out in a regular formation.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Penny in the backfield, and I'd play action to him right away.
Beautiful.
Or I'd trick play. I'd hand the ball to Penny or flip it to Penny, let him roll right, and let him throw the ball. Just if stopping the run is what they do, and they saw what Boise State did to San Diego State,
very good.
then just push them back with the passing game.